Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon and happy Saturday. It's VB Teray, and I am right now in my happy place, thinking about doing happy things. So I don't know, ladies, as you may have seen or may have read the title. I am preparing for the Idlewild weekend, which is through the Evolutionary SHE. It is a women's weekend retreat that we do once a year. This will be our third retreat, but it'll be the second retreat in Idlewild, Michigan. So I'm excited about that. If you have never gone to Idlewild, Michigan, if you never experienced Idlewild, I would love for you ladies. Of course, this is a ladies rejuvenation. Let me say it's a ladies rejuvenation weekend. So unfortunately, brothers and children, you wouldn't be allowed to do this one. We can talk about a family event or something at a later date, but this is for women, of course. So I have two spaces available left for this Idlewild weekend. And I wanted to come on and make sure, in just 2 weeks, so 2 Saturdays from now, we'll be waking up on Lake Idlewild, which is absolutely beautiful. If you've not seen that, I want you to know that it's absolutely beautiful. Idlewild is a beautiful place. If you don't know the history of Idlewild, Michigan, it is worth a Google. It is Googleable, and it's worth a Google for you. I'm telling you, Idlewild has a really rich history, and it's a really rich history for the prominence of Black people in the state of Michigan and beyond, because it was once a resort town, kind of like what you see when you see Martha's Vineyard. It's kind of like, of course, it wasn't that. I don't think Idlewild was ever that juju. My girlfriend says juju. I don't think it was ever that juju. However, it was definitely a art spot. It was a spot for arts and for artsy people, right? And political people. And just Black folks that were doing the damn thing, that were creators, that were creative. So when you talk about the 30s and the 40s and the 50s, and you talk about African Americans who came to this area, my parents as well were a part of the Great Migration from the South to the North for the reason of new money, right? And opportunity. So they came up here to work in the plants, right? But at the time that was happening, there was also a surge of Black people that were becoming landowners in this retreat style town, which was Idlewild, Michigan. So Idlewild, Michigan had kind of fallen into ruin, in many respects, because many people had left the area, and it went through what a lot of our cities even go through, right? But there is a revival in Idlewild, and the Evolutionary SHE Women's Revival is a part of that revival. So if you've never been to Idlewild, this is an opportunity for you to experience Idlewild in a safe space with women, like-minded women who are also looking for an opportunity to kind of, relax, relate, to rejuvenate, to renew, and just have a good time with women like you, right? Our retreat is open to ages 18 to 108. So that means there'll be discussions and discourse across generations. That is very important to me. I know that, especially when you're young, when you're 20-ish or so on, or around that area, you really do feel like you have all of the information, right? You think that you are the smartest person in every room that you enter. But as you get older, you realize that that very seldom are you the smartest person in the rooms that you enter, right? And if you are the smartest person in every room that you enter, that's a whole nother discussion, right? If every room that you enter, you're the smartest person in it, you should probably, look at that again. It takes some time and reassess why that is, and why every room you walk into, you're the absolute smartest, and there's no one for you to learn from, right? So that's something that I learned as I got a little older, and that is that every generation has some information, some knowledge that can be passed down to the generation beneath them and even above them, right? So I like to create VB Trade events. I like to create opportunities for different generations to be in the same room for discourse. That's important to me. And we do that at Idlewild Weekend. So for our Sankofa retreat, again, which is our third annual Idlewild retreat, I am looking and hoping that you join us. I will be willing to bet if you are a woman, and again, between the ages of 18 and 108, I'll be, especially if you're a woman that has family, you got a husband, or you have a children, or you have a husband and children, or you have parents, right? Because we're always taking care of somebody else. I would be willing to bet you are worth a trip to Idlewild. I'd be willing to bet, because sometimes I think that we lose sight of that as women. I think a lot of times, especially Black women. Let me just be honest. We have Black women have in so many ways been expected to be superwoman, that we don't always take care of ourselves. That's the first thing. And we definitely don't. I think we lose track of the fact that you need respite, that we need to at times to just kind of reset, right? And we get so wrapped up in taking care of those above us, those are below us, those are inside of us, that we don't take care of ourselves, and we don't have time to reset, to pull back and to just kind of replenish for yourself. So Idlewild gives us, or our retreat gives us the opportunity to do that, to pull back. It is catered, so we don't, you don't have to do any cooking except one time. We do on Saturday mornings, we have or Saturday afternoon, I should say, brunch time. We do have one meal that we all cook together, and that is purposeful. That is intentional. That because you bond over food, and you can definitely bond over cooking. One of the greatest things about our retreats that I really enjoy, my favorite part, I'm sure, is when we do cook that brunch together, right? So all the ladies come together. We decide who's going to do what, what we're going to have and who's going to do it. And then we all get together. I always get a house or a condo or a home that has a kitchen large enough that we can move around in it, that several of us can move around, if not more than several. And that is the case in the house that we're using in Idlewild. It is a beautiful, beautiful home with, I think, 4 bedrooms, I believe it is. It has a huge screened-in porch that is really like a game room attached to the house, of course. It has a really large wraparound, almost like a party porch in the back, right? A really large walk out. You can walk out of the kitchen is here. You can walk straight from the kitchen into the family room or the gathering room, and then from the gathering room right out onto the deck, and from the deck right out onto Idlewild Lake. So it really is a beautiful space, and it looks like a space that was created for gathering, because there's an opportunity, there's space, and there's place to gather all over the house. So I'm really excited about that. This will be our 3rd time in this house, or 3rd time for me, but I want to share this opportunity. I want to share this experience, not opportunity, this experience with some ladies who I know deserve it. I know. So I just want to come on today for a few minutes and just let you know that I do have 2 spaces available. And I wanted to also challenge you that if you're thinking about it, if you thought about it, but you weren't sure, I want to challenge you to do for yourself. I want to challenge the ladies to do for yourself. I want to challenge you to treat yourself to this 2-3 day weekend away from those who you have to take care of. So I want to challenge you to join me in a space that is created for you to rest, that a space that's created for you to have a clear mind, so that you can glean, you can meditate, you can pray. If what you do, you can be artsy, you can do art, you can read, whatever it is, right? I want to challenge you to come to the space, right? To come to be a part of this space, this healing space, because that's what it is. It really is. We create a space that that allows you to heal yourself, that gives you a space and opportunity to heal yourself before you go back into battle. You know, and I'm saying that because as women, as mothers, as wives, as brothers and sisters, I mean, as sisters, as of parents of I mean, as women of who have elderly or aging parents, we are always taking care of other people. So this weekend is about you having opportunity to do for you, right? To restore yourself because we know our responsibilities are not over. We know that when we return back to our homes on that Sunday afternoon, that we return back to our responsibilities. But I want to challenge you to take a space, to make a space, to join this space for your own restoration, for your own reset, for your own rejuvenation, for your own renewing, right? So come and join us. It is again August 26th to 28th. If this is something that you would be interested in yourself, please get in contact with me. I do have 2 spaces available and I want to fill them. But I want to fill them with people who I know deserve and need this particular experience, right? If you will. It is $400. It is all inclusive. With the exception of we carpool together there, and that's purposeful as well, unless you're coming from somewhere else. But if you're coming from the Pontiac, the local area, we do carpool together, which is also intentional, right? Because you get the opportunity to ride down with somebody that you may not know, right? But you get the opportunity to fellowship with, right? So we're excited about that. I'm also excited about this. Somebody said to me, "Oh, well, last year it wasn't $400." It wasn't $400 last year, but it wasn't $400 because I normally do all the cooking, and I gather all the food, and so it's more work for me. But I got to thinking, if this is about restoration, and if this is about reset, and if this is about relaxation and having an opportunity and the space to gather, I need to do the same thing. I can't create, how can I make a space for you that I haven't made for myself? So when I come here, it also is that kind of rejuvenating experience for me too, or will be, because this time I'm not doing the food. This time I intentionally am partnering with Savvy Meal Solutions, who's going to take care of all the food for me. So that's something I don't have to do. So that's why it's $400, because I too deserve the same kind of reset that you as well deserve. So we are partnering with Savvy Meal Solutions, who will take care of all of the food. She's sourcing everything for me, and that which has to be cooked, she's cooking. So I'm very thankful for Corey Howe and Savvy Solutions. The other person that I'm partnering with is Alinda Miller. Alinda Miller is a coach as well, who has also a book or two that she'll share from with us from some of it. I know she will. But Alinda she's a soror of mine too. We are both in a Zeta Phi Beta organization. So she is a soror of mine, but that's not why she's coming. She's coming because I've had plenty conversation with her, and I know that she has a gift of refreshing, right? And one of her events is called the Refreshing Event or something like that. But she has, I know, a gift of bringing you to a place where you can to help you to refresh yourself, right? To dive into what you need to be refreshed, and that's really what it's about. So I am also partnering with Alinda Miller. So I won't do all the teaching this time either. Isn't that something? We are expanding. We are moving up. This is about a new territory and abundance, right? So no longer am I doing everything. I'm not doing everything anymore. Now, this is a third or fourth trip that we've taken, but this is the first time that my hands aren't in everything, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy that we are expanding. I'm happy that the brand is expanding. I'm happy that for me, I'll get an opportunity to expand more because I'm doing less, right? So thank God for that. So again, August 26th through the 28th, we will leave here Friday, and check-in is on Friday right about 5:00, and check out is Sunday right about noon. So get at me if you're interested in in participating or in this event. Now, it is an annual event. We will do it next year, but I don't really want you to think about next year. I want you to think about this year. I want you to challenge again, I'm challenging you to do for yourself this year. Come and join us this year in Idlewild. In Idlewild this year. You can contact me at, I'm going to put my phone number out here. Maybe I should put it on a ticker so that, no, I'm not. I'm going to give you 248-250-3766. If you're interested in joining us for this Idlewild weekend coming up on August 28th to 26th, 28th. I'm at 248-250-3766. That's 248-250-3766. Also, you can email me at now that I will put in the chat. Let me put that in the chat because I don't want you to get it confused. So I'm putting my email address in the chat. So you may email me if you want to email me for information, but I won't, again, at the same time, call me at, I'll put that there too, 248-250-3766. Now, again, this is for ladies only, ages 18 to 108. That is not right. That says 260. That ain't it. You ain't going to find me there. 248-250-3766. All right. So I hope you will join us. Now, if you are not a lady, 18 to 108, and so therefore you cannot participate in our Idlewild Sankofa weekend, you probably know somebody who do, because you know what I'm saying. This is what I do know. You may not be a woman of evolutionary SHE, but I bet you know one, because more than likely one of them is nurturing you in some way or another. So if it's your mother, send your mother on an Idlewild weekend. Why not? Right? If your wife is your nurturer, your ride or die, send your wife with me to Idlewild weekend. If it's your daughter and she's constantly doing for you, and you know good and my mother, you say good and well, you know good and well that she deserves a break, a 2-3 day weekend, send her to Idlewild with me, right? If it's your girlfriend, send her to Idlewild. Give her a break. If it's an employee of yours and you know that she works her ass off, send her to Idlewild for that 3 days with us, and let her enjoy it. Let her wake up in the morning to a swim in Idlewild Lake. That's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. Let her, before she retires at night, know that she has laughed until her stomach hurts, right? From the stories that she has shared and received with, a few like-minded women. Late at night on Idlewild Lake, right? Send somebody you know. If you cannot come for yourself, send somebody you know. Send someone you know. Send someone you love. Send some woman that has nurtured you, has loved you, has committed themselves to you, have taken care of you. More than likely, without, most of us, many of us, without a mumbling word. Challenge or bless them. Bless them with the Idlewild weekend trip. The Evolutionary SHE Idlewild Sankofa Women's Weekend trip, which is August 26th to 28th, Friday to Sunday. That's 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, we'll wake up on Idlewild Lake. Send her with us so that she can experience the same thing and then come back refreshed enough, rejuvenated enough to continue the work that I know she's doing on a regular basis. How I know? Because I'm doing it. That's how I know. That's how I know. So thank you. Share this feed with someone who you know deserves to be with us at Idlewild, August 26th to 28th. This month in 2 weeks. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your day and send somebody to Idlewild. Get at me. 248-250-3766. I only have 2 beds left. Get at me. Get at me. All right. Have a great day.